Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you have already read the title, it is going to be about the careers in law or the career guide for the students who are currently in 11th or 12th, or they are doing their graduation in any field like BB or BCom or the BSc, any undergraduate course. This video is going to help them because if they want to pursue their career in the law, then it is the basic guide for them. So without further ado, let's start. So in this video, we are going to talk about the 5 main points which are very important for anyone who want to opt the law as a profession. First thing is very basic one, which is about the 3 years LLB course and 5 years integrated course. So many of you still don't know what the difference is. Difference is that the 3 years LLB course, you have to do an graduation first and then you can get into the LLB simple course, and it is going to be about the 3 years after your graduation. Second thing is about the admission process, that how can they get into the law school and what kind of process they have to go through. So that is the second thing. Third thing which we are going to discuss is about the BCI, which is Bar Council of India. Fourth thing is going to be about the colleges. I am going to give the certain recommendation regarding the colleges, what are the best colleges in India and how can you get into it easily and what kind of entrance exams and you have to give for that. So that is going to be about the fourth thing. Fifth and the last one, which is very much important, and that is the careers they have after they have completed their college degree either in LLB or in an integrated law. So I'm going to discuss that and what kind of options they have. So without wasting much time, let's start the video. First thing is very basic one, which is about the 3 years LLB course and 5 years integrated course. So many of you still don't know what the difference is. Difference is that the 3 years LLB course, you have to do an graduation first and then you can get into the LLB simple course, and it is going to be about the 3 years after your graduation. And in 5 years LLB course, you get the direct admission after your 12th into the law school who provide this 5 years integrated course. So you don't have to do a graduation in particular field like BBA or BA or BSc anything. You will get the dual degree after your 5 years course, and you also save 1 whole year for yourself and you can do something extra for yourself. So it is very advisable to go into the 5 years LLB course and to save 1 whole year for yourself, and you can start your LLM afterwards, whatever things you want to do in life. So it is advisable to go for a 5 years integrated course. Also, there is a myth that only commerce graduate student or who have done BCom or those who have opted commerce in their 11th 12th can go into the LLB course. It is not, because BSc, BBA or BA, they can also get into the law school easily. They also provide the B.A LL.B course, B.B LL.B course and BSc LL.B course, which is going to be very helpful for them. Second thing is about the admission process. So if you want to do an LLB, the simple course or the basic one, you can go after your graduation. Once you complete your BCom or BSc or BBA anything, you can opt the LLB, which is 3 years course, and you can start your law studies. For that, you don't need any kind of entrance exams. You can easily get into the LLB course on your undergraduate degree only. But there are 2 options for 5 years LLB course. If you want to get into the law school like the national law universities, which are total 23 in India right now, so for that you have to give a CLET examination, which is the entrance exam to get into the national law universities. But there are the state colleges who also provide this integrated law courses on your 12th score also. So if you have a doubt that if you don't get the enough marks to get into the national law universities through the CLED examination, there is no problem, because you can get into the any law school who provide these courses on your 12th, and you can get easily admission in those colleges. Also, the NLUs which I'm talking about, they only offer the 5 years integrated law courses, and they don't offer the LLB courses. CLED entrance exam is completely different thing, but if I have to give a basic information about it, they are going to have 4 basic subjects. First is English, then the second is the general knowledge questions, third is logical reasoning, and last is the mathematics, I guess. So these are the 4 things which they are going to ask you in those entrance exam. And then they have the negative marking of 0.5, and they have the 200 marks for total all the questions, and they are going to ask the 200 questions also. But you only have to give a CLET if you want to get into the national law universities. Otherwise, you can go into the law school on the basis of your 12th score only. Other than CLET, there are so many other entrance exam for the certain colleges like the LSET, AIS, LET, CEE, also BHU, and the law CET. There are so many exams, and there are also the government law colleges like in Bombay, so they also take the other exams for themselves, for especially for their colleges. So if you want to go into those schools, you have to give the entrance exams for that. So this is the process that how can you get into the law school through the certain entrance exam. And certain colleges have certain differences, so you have to go into and check on their websites and what kind of things you have to do for that. Third is the Bar Council of India, which is BCI. They admit both the LLB and the integrated LLB course, but if you are pursuing the distance learning LLB course, then they will not permit it. So if you are doing it, please keep this in mind. Once you complete your law degree on the basic LLB course or the integrated LLB course, you have to get the Bar Council examination form. You have to fill it up, and then you have to give the bar exam to get enrolled as an advocate. Fourth thing is about the colleges. What are the best colleges in India right now? So if you don't want to get into the national law universities, there are so many other options as well, because whatever the famous colleges who have good reputation in your state, you can go into it and there will be no problem. But if you specifically want to go into the NLUs, in India there are total 23 NLUs right now, and top 3 or the 7 I'm going to put it here, and you can go and look into it. Certain are there, so I will name it. First is the National Academy of Legal Studies and Research, Hyderabad; National Law School of India, University, Bangalore; National Law University, Bhopal; National Law University, Jodhpur; GNLU, Gandhinagar; Rajiv Gandhi National Law University, Patiala; and lastly Ram Manohar Lohia National Law University, Lucknow. So these are certain colleges which I recommend. There are also the NUGS Kolkata, which is also the very good college if you want to go into. And finally, the last segment is about the careers which you have, or you have options after you complete your simple 3 years LLB degree or after 5 years LLB degree. First is the public prosecutor. Once you complete your LLB or integrated LLB degree, every year High Court or the Supreme Court, sometimes both, mostly every year they publish the vacancy in this field that you are going to work for the High Court or Supreme Court for the state or the center. If you want to go into the higher studies, you can opt for the LLM, and there are so many options on the specific subject or subject you like. You can do an LLM on that, which is the Master of Law. Also for that, there are also the CLED examination to get into the NLU, but you don't have to get into the NLUs. Then you can also do an LLM on normal state colleges who offer the good courses. You can also do the MBA or MBL or also the MSc BLB or the MBA LLM. So there are so many options, and also you can go out of India for your LLM if you want to. So there are so many options, and you can get your masters done, and then after you can do the PhD also if you want to further go into your specific interested subject. You can become a professor in a college, and it is very much needed right now, so there is so much scope in that proper education field. There is a option called legal advisor, and you all must have heard it, so you can go into that direction also. Fourth is the judge. So it is very much loved, and India lacks so many judges. We need more of them. So if you want to go into the judiciary, it is very much advisable. And if you are specifically interested in judgment writing skills and everything, so you can develop your career and become a judge. So to become a judge, you have to give an exams which is called the JMFC, and there are other examinations too, so please check it out. You can also become an assistant professor by giving a NET exam. Fifth is the most loved option of all, which is the civil services. You can give a GPSC, especially if I'm talking about the Gujarat, and you can give the UPSC for India. And it is tough, but if you work well, if you study well, then you can definitely develop your career in through those exams. So go for it. Last and the very basic one, which everyone will go looking for, which is about the corporate jobs. And yes, it is very much safer place, if I have to call it. Last one is the corporate lawyers, because there are so many corporate firms out there, and they need the experienced corporate lawyers for their firm to build their firm. So it is very much advisable to go into the corporate lawyers sometimes to become a corporate lawyer, because they are going to give you the much more money than the litigation, which is the probably the last option right now, because no one want to go into the litigation because there is a struggle. But if you want to go into that field also, you can definitely go and definitely try it out. Same as the litigation, which is the practice, you can also go into the corporate firms and do your specific practice like IPR or ADR or whatever the firms need to offer to you. And of course the litigation. And if you are first generation lawyer, this might be little tough for you because you don't have that experience that much. But if you want to pursue your career in litigation, you have to start with the lower courts, and then you have to go through all the high court and supreme court stuff. So find yourself a good lawyer who can guide you throughout, and you can definitely build a career in litigation too, whatever interested subject you are, like civil or a criminal or the family law, or if you want to go into the ADR, which is alternative dispute resolution, so you can do that also. So these are the certain options you can choose into if you are going into the law school after your graduation or after your 12th, and you can definitely build a successful career after law. So if you have any myth related to LLB, please break it and please opt this profession because it is very diverse. I hope your concepts are clear about the LLB and integrated LLB course right now. And if you have any query related to that, please comment down below and let me know what topics I have to make a video. And please share your views. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I will link my other video down. And thank you so much for watching my video.